So, well, my friends, here we go again. Today to the legendary hardcore court. Here we have to enter in, you know, our lovely stones. And I do that for a subscriber now, so greetings to Mentor. He asked me about the Arena Sports GameTime ball, you know, and I made a video outside. And now there comes the point, you know, today I have the same ball again, but there are a few days between now. 3 days, I think, from the last video. And I made, of course, other videos, but now I put this video before, you know. But I have played other ball and did other things. And very steep. Now here I don't drive because today is only the basketball day and not the bicycle day. But here comes the thing. Today I wanted to make a complete other video. Oh, it's so steep here. That's why it's called the hardcore court, you know, but also to play. I will tell something. And I wanted to drive today to the historical city outside, where I made one of the best videos to me with a little bit documentation last year of the historical town. 5 courts there. I had the Jordan Legacy ball by me. I drove on almost to the outside of the city. I felt not good, you know. And then I had to say no. I drove home back, and then I took this ball and thought I come here. I make now this video for you, you know. Now I feel better. That is because I did too much, you know. That you will see in the next videos. The last time, where I drove with my mountain bike, where I played at Nova is called the Arena ball, you know. These were over 70 kilometers, you know, what I had to drive for the complete thing, you know, with the mountain bike. And for example, then I drove 80 kilometers, you know. That video will come there. The end was life danger, you know. That you will see what happened there, you know. And for example, I watched the video, you know, the winner of the Ötztaler Radmarathon, the female, you know, the champion of the last 2 years from one of the toughest, if not the toughest, bicycle race in the world. She trains around 18 hours, you know, on a bicycle a week, you know. That I can tell you, I drive much more hours a week bicycle beside my other things, you know, beside the street ball, beside my fitness training. You know, that is the thing. And then people sometimes come and say, not sporty or blah blah blah. I mean, you know, last time I was 8 hours on the bicycle again, on one day, you know. And so, these are all routes. And today, because of 5 hours sleep, I felt bad, and I never know if it's the autoimmune illness or not. Too much done, but I was really blurry, you know. But now it goes, and now I can check out the Arena Sports GameTime ball. And this court, the hardcore court, you will know it, one of the toughest places to play a ball. And when the ball does not get scratches here, then it is very good. I'm also interested in when it's damaged, it is damaged, you know. For €12.99, you see. So I go a little bit slow because, you know, I have to rest because tomorrow is other training session. And when I go up here quick, you know, that is what people don't see. Makes no sense. That is not a training now to me. That is only to come here. And tomorrow there I give 100% in my training, you know. So, and here we will test the ball out. If it gets scratched or not, we will arrive on there. An absolutely hardcore court, you know. That is why it's called the hardcore court. And yeah, the last videos, boy. You know, I have so many videos because I train most times 2 times a day, you know. Then I could put in 2 videos a day if I want, you know. But the problem is when you put in a video and 6 hours later the next big video, then the algorithm puts it not out, no one sees it, you know, and they think there's now one new video and the second new video they don't check it out, you know. But again, views does not make anything to me, but it is too much then, you know. And so I have too many videos when I train too much, you know. And that is the thing. And others, when they train there, only an example, you know. When this girl drives 18 hours a day, a week, that I drive all much more beside of my sport and street ball, you know. And those guys, you know, for example, they have rest day, they make breaks, you know, where they say now the season is over, now we do 3 weeks nothing, you know. I do all the time. To me, sport is my life, and fitness, you know, not sport. Sport is competition. I make no sport, you know. But I tell you, when I come in these clothes, do you think that there I get a respect, you know? With bicycling, for example, no. Because they think the normal guy with the street clothes, you know, and they drive then maybe 5 hours a week. You know what I mean? And so I don't drink alcohol, nothing. Never smoked, and I train all the time. Because this is my lifestyle. To me, to say, boy, now I make 3 weeks time off does not exist, you know. And so, hardcore boys goes to hardcore court. And I feel it still in my legs, you know. Because the last thing, wow, there you will see a cool video, you know. Very, very cool. Wow. That was so geil. There we'll see. Now, we almost arrived the legendary hardcore court. And then the question was from him, what is the better solution as a second ball for rougher courts? A Wilson DRV Pro, a rubber ball, our champion from the rubber balls until today, or the Baden Legend, a rubber ball, what he bought me, that was cool, beside the Baden crossover. And then now we are here, we arrive. Or in Wilson, there I don't know now, authentic indoor outdoor or the only outdoor. The outdoor is a rubber ball and the authentic indoor outdoor is a composite ball. Very steep. Now here we are. We enter in our hardcore court. Wait, we have to go this, that you don't see something. If you don't know the court, then you will watch out now. That is brutal. You see already the floor, of course asphalt, but that gets much better. Wait, we go to the graffiti. And now, from here, you see the hardcore court. Well, my friends, welcome to hardcore court. Here it is. 1, 2, bam, 3. Watch at this. That is the court, you know. Wow, it goes down here. Here we have a ring, iron net, a metal board, you know, or a steel with the holes, you see that? And then here the ground, you see? That is cool. There it is really rough, you know, because when you see the ring, and that goes half a meter out of the ring, you know, this stone thing. That is cool, you know. And there we play, and then the ball will always crush the stones. And the floor, you know, you see there are things in, there are wooden things in, you know, scratches, like here. Then we have stones in, you know. Yeah, and here, this is the thing. And the brutal thing is, you know, 2-3 meters and the ball rolls down. Then you can say, goodbye ball, I have to buy a new one. Because when it rolls down here, you know, here maybe you can check it somewhere, but it will roll down there and then, yeah, you will not go there, you know. And same on the other side, you have seen where we have came from. There it will also roll down, you know. You can check it when here is the ring. And here it goes a little bit down, you know, that is not straight, it goes down. And you see how steep this is, where we came from. And then goodbye, you know, it will roll forever. when you have luck, it is completely downside where, or it rolls into the woods, you know. And that is the thing, our hardcore core. What a thing, or absolutely great. In the wilderness we find a street ball court, and bet the cat is here, you know, all the time by training, you know. That is the thing. Here you can also move up. What a cool place. Yeah. And so the question was, with those balls, you know, there it depends. The Wilson authentic outdoor ball I don't have. And to a question if I have other balls, no, not. You know, the problem is I work for my own, and I only have to pay. I don't earn money. That is the shit thing. If you work for someone, you always get money, then you can buy something. But I have still the problem that I have nothing. But it will change. In the first balls, what I will buy are 3 balls that I can tell you that will happen now, because I worked a really lot. That will change now. All the first ball will be the 500X from Darmok, you know, because that is the most ball, the most special ball what people ask, but also to me the most interesting ball, because we have no decathlon and I want to test this ball, you know. There have so many people have wrote me this is the best outdoor ball, the best grip, and on and on and on, and so I want to check this out, you know, especially in comparison to the 900X. And then the Wilson authentic outdoor ball, because some have wrote me the best outdoor ball in the game. That I don't know, I never had it in my hand, didn't get it here when I remember back, you know. But I have also heard about other balls, best rubber ball, you know, like the Nike Dominate. That ball I have played because I have found it that was roughed up, but even there I could see this will for sure not be the best rubber ball. And so in the third ball, what I will get is one of the new Molten series, you know. The lower ones only from the material that I see, because here you also don't get it. Yeah. And that it is, and now we check it out. Of course I cannot throw from here, because then the ball is away. That is a 50-50 chance, you know. And when you make 3 in a row, then 50-50 becomes 80% the ball will be away, you know. And so, but it will always land here, you know. I show you that. Now I'm completely under. Watch. Bam. We are exactly here, and so much space is out, you know. And that is the thing. But now I feel better, you know. But I was so away that I thought I have to lay down on the floor. You know, then I would have slept in. If I would have laid me down, I have done this back in the days, you know, with the autoimmune illness. In some areas in the world, I laid on the floor in the street and slept in, you know, because I couldn't move anymore. That it is. So here we have it once again, but normally, you know it, I play always other balls, every session a other ball, every session a other court. Who does that, you know? But now in a raw in videos we have the same, but I have played already other ball, you know. That you will see, wow, there happened something, wow, you know, last days you will see so much, you know. But I will warm up, and this ball, you know, is really, really good. The thing is, today it is cold, you know. Maybe you will not see it with the wide angle now. 155 I think is the side field from the lens mod from the old one. But in the mountain dynamic range you will see nothing, but there it has snowed again. The snow has come again in the mountains, and today it was so cold in the morning, you know. I had my first client at 6:50 in the morning, and then I wanted to drive. I had a pullover on, a jacket, a cap, was still with the bicycle bar. And that you feel today, you know. But now it is time. People will complain, don't talk, play the ball. Now I play it. And when I play it, they say, no, talk about the ball. That is the thing. I will say something later. Now we play, I warm up, and then we see. So, warm up is over, always important, you know, by every session warm up. And now we check it out once again. Wow, really a good ball, I tell you that. And then I will tell you what I would do if I would choose this ball as a second ball for rough courts, or one of those what you have mentioned. And you see that is not straight here. The ball can fall out here, you know, when it is straight, or here, then you see it goes away, and here it rolls down, you know, it's not straight. You see that? And so the chance that it rolls away is high. See, it rolls away. Such stones are in, you know, and the ball crushes here. And it always, when it comes from the ring, from the net, it crushes to the stones, you know. And we will see. So my friend, now we check the ball out. What happened, I've played it now a bit. You see, there are also stones, you know. And again, here, and always when it falls out, from here, exactly here, on those things, you know. You see that? So all those stones. So now we check the ball out. Of course, only a bit playing, but there you see it. Some balls get really quick scratches in, and some not, you know, real scratches. And there you see how the progress can be. And now, here, I show you. Watch now. What do you see? There is nothing, you know, no scratch. Really, really cool. That is only color now from a stone, but there is nothing, you know. No scratching. You see? And so that is pretty amazing, you know. Of course, when you play it every day, you know, I don't know how quick he get used up, but I cannot do more than here now. And there we have seen it right now. No real scratching. And that is really rough, you know. There when you play on the rougher asphalt, it cannot be much heavier than here on the hardcore court, you know. And so this is a good sign. We played it now. Here a bit the color goes away, but still it is very good. Here you see a little bit, but you know, that is the extreme condition now. And my thing, what I would do, I know the balls, you know, from the rubber balls, you know, the thing is how to rank the ball, you know. There I have, it is difficult to judge, you know. It is extremely good, you know, but for the price, in that comparison. But it is also good in comparison to cheaper balls, but I would not compare it to a DF500 XL, you know, what you said. But against the DRV Pro, the Echo, that is the champion of the rubber balls. But there I have to tell you, also against the other rubber balls, the Legend, for sure this ball, and against the DRV Pro, the Echo, from the playability, you know, I would go with this ball. Because that you have a composite ball, the lines, again, you know, they are perfect, you know. Here the transition, I know balls for 50-60 euros which are not that good. The Wolf by mine is perfect, you cannot make it better. You have babbling in the barcode, you know, here is babbling. I mean, that is absolutely great. You see there is no line which is damaged or which goes out. I know other balls, believe me, you have a bit channels, you have a bit grip. It is only a bit harder and heavy, you know, but the heaviness here, I cannot tell you, but there are some balls which you feel heavy or not. It is a bit, you know, a bit similar to the Wilson Authentic Indoor Outdoor. That feels also a bit similar, you know. But for €12.99, I think I would choose absolutely this ball. It is cheaper than the DRV Pro, the Echo version, you know. Cheaper than a rubber ball. But the rubber for sure will last longer. It will get not that easily scratched. But from the feeling, boy, I would take this ball one time when you can live with the weight, because that was the first thing when I had it in my hand. But when I play it, it is much better than as you have it in the shop in the hands. Wow, you know. So very, very cool and absolutely amazing. The best cheap ball on the whole market what I have ever experienced, you know. From all balls, this is it. Absolutely cool, you know. Especially as a second ball, really, really great, you know. You know, the e-motor gang is here again. The e-motors. But what a cool place, or the hardcore court. Absolutely cool. The ring is nice, the iron net. I mean, these are the special courts, you know. Of course, you cannot play here that style what you could play on a dream court or other places, but you have to adjust to it, and then you have really, really fun. Wow, that was now nice. But maybe I go now to another court, you know, because the opening of the watch court, because now it is open again in the season. It has opened up because there is ice skating in winter and the basketball ring and the construction is away. We will see, but there are many people, and yeah, because there we have the roughest asphalt. And you will see also, I think we have something completely new, a dream that you will see. I've done it already. Yeah, maybe on this rough court, on the watch court, there is the asphalt rougher than the street beside where the cars drive. And then there we can also take it, and then we will see. So from here, from that part, I will say goodbye from our legendary hardcore court with the nice ball. Until then, bye and ciao.
And I always do it big because I can.